Hello, and welcome to this introduction to mobile usability testing. First, what is mobile usability testing? Mobile testing is usability testing a website, application, accessory, or anything else that a user might interact with on a mobile platform, such as a smartphone or tablet. Next, when and why should you conduct a mobile usability test? Well, as with any usability study, increasing the ease of use leads to increased revenue and happier customers. The earlier the testing is done, the better. A usability test can quickly find and correct major usability problems that might be extremely difficult or costly to fix in a finished product. Now let's look at setting up and conducting a mobile usability test. To give you an example, we'll look at what a mobile test looks like at Usability Sciences. It's important to note, though, that any of these guidelines can be adapted to fit a specific need or desire, even not using a mobile lab at all. However, the lack of a mobile lab means that you must look over the user's shoulder to observe, potentially making them uncomfortable and almost certainly affecting your results. And without a mobile lab, it's more difficult to observe and capture user interactions with your mobile site or app. A simple mobile usability lab only requires three things: a camera, such as a webcam, with some kind of extendable arm or cradle to observe and capture the mobile device and users' interactions, a computer to display the camera feed for observers, and recording software to record the session for later review and analysis. Here's what a standard mobile usability lab looks like at Usability Sciences. Here at Usability Sciences, we use two webcams. One is on an extendable arm positioned to record the device from above, and the other allows us to see the user's face. The webcam focused on the device gives us a good picture of where the user is in the experience. It also allows us to observe the user's gestural interactions. This way, we are able to tell if they try to tap, swipe, pinch, or otherwise interact in ways that are not supported. The webcam focused on the user's face allows us to see the user's emotional response throughout the test. This valuable feedback allows for real-time, user-specific lines of questioning based on their reactions. Also, depending on the objectives of the test and the mobile platform being used, we occasionally take advantage of platform-specific features, such as iOS's AirPlay mirroring, to show the device's screen on the computer. And here at Usability Sciences, we use TechSmith's Moray suite to capture and record the webcam video and audio feeds. Moray allows us to capture and record the screen and/or multiple webcams. This way, we can see what the users are doing while they're doing it and record this for post-test analysis. Moray also allows us to remotely observe the user's experience from another location. The user can focus on the task at hand rather than turning to talk to a moderator. We also share that video stream with any of our clients who want to view the sessions remotely. Finally, Moray offers excellent post-test analysis capabilities, including storyboard editing to make video clips of the test highlights. We've found that video clips are an excellent way of illustrating our findings for our clients and their project managers. So here's an example of what we and any remote clients would see in our observation room using a two-camera setup and iOS mirroring. So, should users use their own device or be provided with a test device? Well, there are benefits and drawbacks to both options. At Usability Sciences, we utilize both methodologies depending on the needs of our clients. Because one may be more appropriate than the other depending on the needs of your study, here are some things to consider. A preloaded app on a test device allows the user to immediately begin testing the experience, but you're unable to explore the discoverability of the website or app. When the user is using their own device, it is a more realistic and more personal experience, but a test device is free from numerous distractions such as phone calls, emails, text messages, app notifications, and more. You can also send specific information, such as emails for a given scenario, to a test device without needing the user's personal information. And on a test device, you can ensure that your product is functioning properly, especially if this is an early design, so that all users are able to provide feedback about the experience. On users' personal devices, certain functionality might not work, though this could be very valuable information to discover. Now, what if I can't get users into my lab? Due to the limitations of current mobile platforms, remote usability testing doesn't have a perfect solution. But here are some of the possible solutions to consider. If all of the users are in one geographical location, we would rent a remote facility to set up a mobile lab. Then we would either run the sessions remotely or in person. If users are across many locations, we would ship a mounted camera to each and they can interact with their device in their own home or office. Again, we would observe and moderate the sessions remotely. However, depending on the mobile platform being tested, some web conferencing solutions allow presentation from a mobile device. For instance, if testing a website on an iPad, a user could log into a GoToMeeting and share a browser and their iPad's built-in front-facing camera within the GoToMeeting app without an external camera at all. Okay, what about simulating or actually using a realistic testing environment? Actually, it's often not necessary to simulate what might be considered a realistic testing environment for mobile usability testing. With a mobile device, the potential environments are essentially limitless. On a sidewalk, watching TV, at work, or many others. There's no way to get a representative sample of all of these environments. Luckily, we found that most users are very adept at imagining and understanding the circumstances in which they would be interacting with their device. Therefore, a quiet, controlled lab experience is often ideal for testing, as it allows users to truly explore the app and discuss their experience with a moderator in a thoughtful, non-hurried manner. Of course, some situations will be different. For example, testing point-of-sale and in-store shopping apps might benefit from being tested in the store. So how does mobile usability testing compare to standard usability testing? Well, the process of conducting a mobile usability test is surprisingly similar to a standard usability test. From open-ended and task-based scenarios that encourage exploration to a one-on-one conversation with the user to assess their experience, our expertise in standard usability testing is definitely applicable to mobile usability testing. Likewise, analyzing the results of a mobile usability test is very similar to analyzing a standard usability test. Where did users consistently have trouble? What worked well? What areas violated best practices? Were there any surprises? And, like a standard usability test, to improve the mobile experience, build on what worked well by modifying what didn't. Look at the trouble spots where users disliked or would even abandon the page or app. Determine what doesn't work and what users said should be done instead. Find the areas and interactions that users enjoyed and appreciated, and understand what about those areas worked so well. Then apply that to areas that failed. We hope this was a helpful introduction to mobile usability testing, and we look forward to hearing from you soon. Thanks.